I had to make a reply video to my sweetheart, Universal. So this is my first time replying to you. So I feel honored and privileged. But through my experiences and through my awakening and what I have learned throughout my life, what I have learned within this time frame right now is that the reason why that we are in hell is because we were only missing what we really need to sustain our fulfillment life. The only reason why this is hell for a lot of people because they was taken away from their natural habitat. The reason why this is not hell to a lot of people because this is their real natural habitat. And another thing that I have learned and within this year alone through my grand awakening is that we are not here to be on a mission to save people, to heal people, even though it is anointed in us to do so. It is anointed in me to do so. It is anointed in you to do so. We are not here to not only help the world elevate, but we are here, you and I and millions of other people are here to remember who we are. Because when we came into this reality out of our mother's womb, we didn't know nothing. We were deaf and dumb. We were only known what we were taught. So now that you are remembering who you are remembering that you are the true divine light. You are remembering that you are the true divine source. You are no longer the lost soul that you came into this world to be. You are remembering who you are. Because now that you are remembering who you are in your past lives, you also remembered who you are because it is anointed in you to remember. You could be deaf and dumb all your life. Because remember, we were created to be deaf and dumb. It is not your fault. The reason why we are all lost souls, because we were created to be lost. We wasn't born fully alive and then we became lost. The moment we came out of our mother's womb, we were lost. The moment they tell our mother to take those prenatal vitamins, we were already lost. So right now, we are already being delivered. The fact that you are waking up, and you are remembering who you are remembering the essence of who you are already delivered because you are remembering. See, a lot of people is waiting on Jesus to deliver them. But what a lot of people don't understand is once you remember who you are spiritually, because who you are is the same person that you were in your past lives. You just the same person in different perspectives. Because if you was a healer, if you are a healer and a teacher now, and you teach at a college, in your last life, you could have also been a healer and a teacher. You just wasn't in a college. You could have been at a church. You could have been somewhere else. You could have been on the streets teaching. And in your life before that, you still could have been a teacher. You could have been doing it in other ways. You could have been a mother that was teaching. You was always a teacher. You was always a philosopher, but you was a teacher and a philosopher in different ways and different perspectives. Like in your last life, you could have been a nun in a covenant that healed people and was loved by many. You could have been a nun in a covenant that was very strict, right? But in this life, you still got that comfort. You still got that energy of just wanting to comfort people and be there for people. You still got that sense of being alone. You still got that occult-like mind as if you are stern. You know what I'm saying? So even though you are a healer, who you are has never left you. It has always been there. So we are not here to just live an experience. We are here to wake up, to elevate. But this is the reason why we have such hell on earth. Because if they can take everything from us, our memory, everything that made us who we were, if they can take everything from us, our sun, our moon, our stars, our water, our natural air, if they can take everything from us to make us who we are, and put us in a body that made us to be deaf and dumb and take away everything that makes us who we are, that can wake us up. If they can take everything away from us that makes us who we are, that makes us to be able to sustain, if they can take all that away from us and you are still able to wake up, you a powerful motherfucker. They took your sun away from you, your moon, your stars, your air, your water. They took your identity away from you. They even put a brain in you. They made you forget everything. They took everything away from you to make you forget forever who you are. And even though they took everything away from you, you still end up remembering who you are. Now you understand why they got a dome watching our asses? Now you understand why we are being watched? This is why we are in hell. We are not in hell because we are under hell is in the mind. Once you wake up to realize who you are, you're going to realize you in hell because you're going to realize that everything that made you who you are has been taken away. That makes it hell for you to actually live, right? If you got a voice to sing and then one day you realize you can never sing again a day in your life, that's taking part of your life away from you. That helps you sustain your life, whether it's giving it to the world or yourself. Because you sing to yourself. Now you can never sing again. That's taking a piece of your life from you. And right now we are living in an environment where they took our lives away from us. That's why we are dead now. So when the moment you start to remember who you are already delivered. You don't need to get baptized. You don't need to get Christian. You are already delivered. Not through water, but through the Spirit of the Christ. When you wake up and when you accept the fact that you have awakened up, when you have accepted the fact of who you are and you have accepted that Christ energy in you, you are going to flourish in that energy. So we are not here not only to just help people and elevate people, but we are here to wake up and remember who we are so we can help other people remember who they are. So we are here to remember. But a lot of us are not here to remember because a lot of us, this is their first time on earth. A lot of people are not meant at all. A lot of people were created. So living on this earth is an experience. It's an experience to see how good and how well can you elevate through nothing. Just like the devil told Job. The devil told God, the reason why Job is your number one faithful servant, because you give him everything that he needs and wants. You give him everything that he needs and wants. So of course, he's going to do everything that you tell him because you spoil him. The man is powerful. But what if you take all of that away from him? I bet you he'll turn on you. And God told Satan, I bet you he won't. And Satan said, I bet you he will. So God said, okay, take him. The only thing you can't do to him is kill him. The devil took Job and did everything he could do to Job. Everything. The devil could not win at all. Took away everything. And at the end of the day, Job still remember who he is. And it made him faithful to the energy. It made him faithful to God. Not God to idolize. The energy, he knew that that devil was only doing that to torture him, to get him to forsake himself. It wasn't about God Almighty. Look how much we are living in this world that is trying to get us to forsake ourselves, to not remember ourselves. But now we are not only remembering ourselves, but we're putting ourselves first. We are living in a world that is teaching us not to remember who we are, to now not only do we remember who we are, but now we are being resilient. So no, this life is about remembering who you are and living the experience of learning who you are. This is why we are not meant to be perfect. Because if you don't know who you are living in sin. Everything is sin if you don't know who you are. Even when you know who you are and you have basically became awakened, you still a human being. You still got to live an experience. That's why we are here, to live life and be free. That's what they say.